Okay, folks, today we're going to test this 1965 Corvair factory AM/FM radio. This radio is beautiful. Unfortunately, the model number has worn off over the years. The tag is still here, but you can see model. I can't really see what it is. I determined that this was a 65 version based on the date on the side of the transistor here, which is 433, which is the 33rd week of 1964. That said, I believe this radio fits 65 to 69 models. There are a few differences. The most notable difference is on 65 through 67 models. There is a factory multiplex stereo adapter. That's what that plug is on the bottom of the radio. This radio will work on 65 through 67 along with the multiplex. 68 and 69 used a different multiplex, which uses a different connector. So if you're putting it into 69 or 68 or 69 and you want the factory multiplex stereo adapter, you need to use a 65 to 67 variety. Anyway, really nice radio. You'll see more in the pictures. I believe there was two little tabs here on the top. They are gone. Other than that, I don't see any breaks or modifications. Real nice original case. I didn't do anything to clean it up or anything. It just was a real nice original going in. The chrome's quite nice. All the push buttons look great. There's no inner and outer knobs, but they are the same as a AM radio. So if you're swapping out an AM radio, you can simply swap your knobs over. If you really do need knobs, I can dig through my stash and see if I can find something for you. Just contact me. I'm sure we can work something out. Anyway, we're going to test this today. We have it hooked up to the correct 8-ohm speaker, a power supply, and an antenna. And we're going to test it. Before we test it, I do want to tell you that my AM reception is weak here where I live. I live deep in a valley, and we're testing in a steel building, both of which affect the AM signal. So keep in mind your reception once it's in your vehicle. As long as you're not parked in a valley in a steel building, it should be much better. So we don't get much for reception on here down. That is not the fault of the radio, but where I live. Okay, here we go.
And many of us, our children had 2 years of education stolen from them.
Okay, so you can hear reception there. Actually, really good AM reception on this radio.
Without a strong economy, it's tough to see the upside in the immediate future.
Okay, so now we're over to FM. I don't know if you saw that go down, but it flips fully from AM to FM. Real good, nice and loud. There's no crackling when you adjust the volume, as you can see. Oh man, a little Zeppelin. Anyway, real nice reception, guys.
The issue of groundwater.
Anyway, real nice all the way through the dial. I'll show you the push buttons all work smoothly here. And finally, I'll show you how to set a push button. So we'll find a station we like. Let's say we like this station. We just pick any push button you like, pull it out, push it back in. No matter where you go on the dial, you can go right back to where you were. Anyway, if you've been looking for an awesome factory AM/FM radio for your 65 to 69 Corvair, this could very well be it. Another point to make on this radio is if you have a 65 Chevelle and you want to put the factory faceplate from the 65 Chevelle onto this radio is virtually identical to the 65 Chevelle. So the flip dial is the same, everything's the same. The heat sink's a little bit different, but the parts place and a couple other places sell a reproduction face. If you're gonna do it, don't use the 65 Impala radio or any other radio. This is the one to use. You can see it says AM and FM on the dial. This is the only other radio that does that. Everything else is like almost identical to it. So this radio is far less expensive than a real 65 Chevelle AM FM. So this could be a good option for you. Anyway, don't miss it, guys.